Turnip is an easy, fast, family-friendly bluffing card game for 3 to 5 players, and every season you play takes about 15 to 30 minutes, so let's learn how to play. At the very beginning of the game, players are going to receive one of these cards in a particular color. It says plant, market, stash, and field, and has the quick guide to how to play and what the round structure is like right in the middle of their card. They then take their deck of matching cards that has their color and one unique character on the back. This consists of 4 2-value cards, 3 3-value cards, 2 5-value cards, and 1 value 7. They look at these cards at the beginning of the game before the first round and select one card to put in their stash. This is the card they want to count at the end of the entire season as victory points based on its value. All 3 of my players have done that, and you pass this first player token to the start player, and they're going to take their deck. On their turn, they're going to plant 1 or 2 cards, and if they don't want to, because it's after the first round, they can declare a harvest, but it's not allowed on your first round, your first turn in the round. So this player is going to look at their cards and plant 1 or 2 cards. If you plant 1 card, you plant it face down. If you plant 2 cards, one of your cards has to be planted face up and the other face down. At this point, you tell your fellow players what value your cards total. If it's 1 card, they don't know what it is. If it's 2, they don't know what one of your cards is. So pink player is now going to say out loud, my total value is 5. Now, you saw me put the card down. You know that I'm lying. There is a reason to lie in this game, in addition to being really fun. This is the bluffing part of it. So now my fellow players look at me and determine, do they want to call turn up? Do they want to ask me to turn up my card? Essentially showing what my value is. Now, the risk in doing that is that if the person is telling the truth and you call them out, they earn a little turnip. And turnips are worth 2 points at the end of the season. But if you call them out and you're right, let's say blue player says turn up. I turn my card over and my value is not 5, it's 4. They receive the turnip marker for 2 points. Now, I don't lose anything. I simply slide my cards over here to the field section and I put my cards in the field. Now I have 4 points of value in the field. Pink player's done, blue player's now going to go. They do the same thing, plant 1 or 2 turnip cards. Let's have a little fun here. We'll make this a value more. Since this person knows, blue knows that pink did just 4 points of value, let's have them put out this. They're going to say 8. They're going to tell the truth. Now they could have a 2, 3, 5, or 7 in this hidden card, but blue says 8. And they essentially want that to sneak by. Purple says, I don't want to ask you to turn up. Pink player says, I believe you. The cards go over here in this field section as face up and face down, so people still don't know if they lied or not. Now play is going to go to purple player. They simply look at their cards and they're going to plant 1 card. Let's have them plant that big ol' 7. We're going to plant that right there, and it's face down, and they say 3. Pink player says, I don't know if you're going to be planting 3. If you didn't want to be in the round, maybe you would have snuck a 2 in there for value. And so they say turn up. So they turn over their card and yep, it's not a 3, it's a 7. So now pink player gets a turnip token. Now starting this next round, that's not the very first turn, players can call a harvest. And essentially what's going to happen is all the players are going to turn over their cards in their field, and the highest value is going to gain all the cards, putting them into their market face down. Each card in your market is worth 1 point, no matter the value. And then they have to discard a card from their hand that they don't get to play with in future rounds. There is a cost to winning, but there is a reason to play higher value total cards because you will win. Play is going to come back here, and because it's not the very first round, pink player can actually call a harvest, and it's beneficial to them not to lose any more cards from their hand. So they know that it might go to blue, but it takes the card 7 from purple and prevents them from playing more cards to gain more points. So pink player is going to say harvest. Harvest is going to be the action. Players simply turn over their cards and they reveal. Blue has 8, purple has 7, pink has 4. So they're going to take all the cards into their hand, the winner, which was blue, and they're going to be counted as 1 point per card, and they put that into their market. That's going to stay there to count for points in addition to turnips. The problem is they now have to discard a card to the tax collector, which means they don't get to have that card to play with and or to count at the end of the entire season if they have any remaining cards in their hand. So they're probably gonna do this. They're gonna get rid of this 2. They're gonna put it under there, and the tax collector essentially stole that card. The first player marker now goes to the left of the player who won the hand. They are going to start the round, and then you will play again in rounds until one player has played all of the cards from their hand. Then you're going to go to scoring. Let's take a look at a scorecard. Here is your scorecard, end of season. You're going to receive 2 points per turnip token in your market, 1 point per card in your market, 2 points per card remaining in your hand, and then points equal to the value number printed on your stash card. That's how you play Turnip. Now I want to show you one more thing before I go. You probably have been looking at the artwork on the cards. Yes, the cards are The Last Supper by Da Vinci on the 7 card. On the 5 card, you've got The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. Very well done. By Raphael, you've got the Transfiguration. Again, beautifully rendered with turnips. And then on the 2 value card, you've got The Birth of Venus by Botticelli. So these cards are just the cutest thing I think I've seen all year, and so fun to look at. This is a fast, easy, fun bluffing game that you can play in, again, 15 to 30 minutes. Enjoy playing Turnip.